Hey, how's it going, guys? My name's Newton, and I'm gonna film this video for E39 Source. This is my new to me 2000 E39 M5. It's my second E39 that I've had. I've had 4 BMWs. I still have my E46 M3 right there that you can see. And what makes this E39 M5 special is that it's a sub $10,000 E39 M5 in the year 2020. A couple years ago, I feel like it. You probably would have found a couple rougher, higher mileage E39 M5s for under $10,000. But these days, the value on these cars keep going up, and finding a sub $10,000 E39 M5 is just not very commonplace anymore. If you find a clean title, running and driving, no major issues E39 M5 for under $10,000 in this day and age, go ahead and snatch it up, because there's not too many of them out there. Now obviously this one is not without issues. You're not going to find one for under 10 grand that's flawless. In fact, for under probably, I'd say, $15,000, you're not going to be able to find one without needing some work or attention. So I'm going to kind of just walk you guys through some of the things so far that I've seen wrong with this car. And this is going to be a full restoration, or at least a restoration back into a pretty solid, pretty good looking driver's car, which at the moment, as you could tell, it's fairly clean to begin with. So let's see, some issues. There's a lot of cosmetic issues. There's some, looks like what the previous owner put on some vinyl tape on the rear bumper. I'm thinking I might get the rear bumper resprayed, as well as a few other panels. These style 65s, probably going to go ahead and refinish them. OEM style 65s are a bit of a commodity these days, so definitely going to get those refinished. I don't know if you could kind of see the paint on the door handle. Probably get the door handles resprayed as well. Same goes for the mirror caps here. Yeah, you can see the cracks. I don't think paint correction is going to bring that back. Paint correction is going to bring the rest of the car back for sure. One thing that's good about titanium silver, despite it being a common color, is titanium silver doesn't show a lot of imperfections. Not a huge fan of these smoked headlight lenses, so I'm going to go back to OEM, or OEM style at least. The one thing that I kind of have a bit of a dilemma with is if I should go ahead and upgrade the headlights and taillights to the LCI, the facelift style. A lot of model year 2000 guys like to upgrade the headlights, but I kind of like that nostalgic look, that 90s look of the pre-facelift original E39s. So I don't know, I'll have to decide on that. Just took off the front plate. Not a big fan of front plates, and it looks like that front plate hasn't been taken off in a long time. I'm going to wash that. Yeah, front bumper definitely needs a respray. Fog light cracked, get that replaced. Those pork chop fender liners, I think the one on the driver's side looks like it's cracked. The one on the passenger side is still good. Those have gone up in prices as well, so I might find a used one. I don't know if I want to go aftermarket. I'll have to look at the quality of the aftermarket pieces. Let's see what else. Take a look at the passenger side. Alright, so the leather could use some attention. Probably, yeah, I'm gonna get it restored. Maybe apply some dye, some leather conditioner. I'm gonna have to work on the leather. This passenger seat has a seat twist issue. Gonna have to pull the seat and get that addressed. Yeah, this is, like I said, model year 2000, has the original navigation, which in a weird nostalgic way is kind of cool now, in my opinion. Might change out the wood trim depending on how I feel. Some pieces I think have cracked a little bit. This one is still holding up fine. It has a short shifter, the E60 short shifter kit in there with the ZHP shift knob already. Feels pretty good. Yeah, overall, as you can see, pretty clean car for a sub $10,000 E39 M5. These don't retract anymore. That happens in almost every E39. I took off the trim. The wood trim is over there. I just got to put that piece back, or find a plastic clip there. Let's see. Same thing goes for the leather back here. Needs some conditioning. Yeah, you can see how the shade has fallen off there. Yeah, headliner definitely needs to be glued back. I think I might try to work on the headliner myself. The sunroof still works, but could use a little adjustment. Yeah, rear vents. I'm gonna get a new rear vent right there. Let's see. What else? Spoiler, trunk spoiler. Yeah, needs some paint. Might try to take it off and run without it for a little while. But I'm afraid I might take the paint off the trunk when I try to remove it. So we'll have to see how that goes. Let's see, what do we have here? Got a new window switch already. That's flaked off. Leather needs to be treated. Steering wheel still in pretty decent shape, surprisingly. By the way, this E39 M5 has 147,000 miles, clean title, multiple owners, but no real accidents, no real history. The door sill trim, or door sills rather, are very expensive from what I could find if I buy brand new OEM ones. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get around that without spending what, $600-700, which I totally would if I was trying to restore a concourse level car. Yeah, about the same goes for this side. That trim, yeah, that's starting to crack, come apart as well. So anyways, yeah, this is a pretty clean car. Definitely needs pixels. The pixel repair is something I'll have to tackle. What else can I think? You could kind of see how the headliner's sagging. I'm probably just going to take the entire headliner out of the car and re-glue it. Navigation works. No missing pixels on the HVAC. And yeah, that's about it. And here has the gray face gauges, which I prefer a little bit better. This is a November '99 build car. In terms of other mechanical issues, I know it needs a thermostat. It has leaky steering wheel or steering lines, power steering lines. It leaky valve cover gaskets. I'm going to tackle all of that. I don't know if it has anything else. I'll have to find out. I'll have to scan the codes, which last time I scanned it, I cleared it. So I'll have to scan it again to see what has returned. Oh yeah, biggest ticket item is probably differential bushings. I'm gonna have to replace that, as well as all the driveline bushings, couplers, what have you. I'm just gonna refresh the entire drivetrain. So yeah, look for a update, maybe perhaps a couple months from now. Or maybe I'll just make a video with the whole car finished. That's probably not going to happen until next year sometime. But for the time being, I have a lot of work ahead of me. Or, you know what, it might not be too bad, because this is a pretty clean E39 M5. for under $10,000 in the year 2020. All right, I'll see you guys later.